Have you ever opened social media for just a few minutes and somehow ended up feeling like everyone else is winning except you? One friend just got married, another bought a house, someone else landed their dream job, another is traveling the world. And while you're genuinely happy for them, a quiet voice inside your mind whispers, "What am I doing with my life?" Suddenly, your own progress feels invisible. Your achievements don't seem big enough. Your timeline feels broken. If you've ever felt like everyone is moving forward while you're standing still, you're far from alone, and the reason has much less to do with your life than with how your brain compares it to everyone else's. The feeling of being left behind has become one of the most common emotional struggles of modern life. Years ago, people mostly compared themselves to neighbors, classmates, or close friends. Today, your brain compares your life with hundreds of people every single day. Before breakfast, you've already seen someone's promotion, someone else's engagement, another person's luxury vacation, and another friend's fitness transformation. Without realizing it, your brain begins collecting these moments and turning them into one dangerous conclusion: everyone is ahead of me. The problem is that your brain was never designed for this kind of comparison. Psychologists call it social comparison, and it's something humans have always done. In small communities, comparing yourself helped you understand where you belonged. But social media has completely changed the game. You're no longer comparing yourself to 10 people, you're comparing yourself to thousands, and almost all of them are showing only their best moments. Think about it. Rarely does someone post the nights they cried themselves to sleep. They don't usually upload videos of job rejections, failed relationships, panic attacks, financial stress, or moments of self-doubt. What you see is the highlight reel. What you live is the behind-the-scenes version of your own life. And yet your brain compares them as if they're equally complete. That's why even successful people can secretly feel like failures. Another reason this feeling hurts so much is because we naturally believe life follows a schedule. Graduate by a certain age, build a career by another, get married, buy a house, become financially stable. Society quietly hands us an invisible timeline, and without realizing it, we start measuring our worth against it. The moment our journey doesn't match that timeline, panic begins to grow. We don't just think we're moving slowly, we start believing we're falling behind. But here's something fascinating about psychology. Your brain pays much more attention to people who are ahead of you than people who are behind you. You notice the friend earning more money, not the thousands of people still searching for work. You notice the person getting married, not the countless others wondering if they'll ever meet the right partner. This mental filter creates the illusion that almost everyone is succeeding faster than you, even when reality is far more balanced. This comparison doesn't just affect your emotions, it changes your decisions. Some people rush into careers they don't enjoy simply because everyone else seems successful. Others stay in unhealthy relationships because they fear being behind. Some spend money they don't have just to look like they're keeping up. Instead of building a life that fits them, they begin chasing milestones that were never truly theirs. Ironically, the people who seem far ahead often feel exactly the same way. The person with the dream job compares themselves to someone earning more. The married couple compares themselves to families with children. The successful entrepreneur compares themselves to someone richer. Comparison rarely ends when you achieve your goal. If your happiness depends on being ahead of everyone else, your brain will always find someone further ahead. So what's the solution? It's not pretending comparison doesn't exist. It's remembering that every person's timeline is built from completely different circumstances, opportunities, struggles, personalities, and priorities. Two lives can never be fairly compared because they never started from the same place. Progress isn't measured by how quickly someone else reaches a destination. It's measured by whether you're moving closer to the life that actually matters to you. One simple habit psychologists often recommend is replacing comparison with reflection. Instead of asking, "Why am I not where they are?" ask yourself, "Am I growing compared to the person I was a year ago?" That single question changes the direction of your attention. Instead of constantly looking sideways, you begin looking forward. The truth is, life isn't a race with one finish line. Some people find success early and struggle later. Others struggle for years before everything changes. Some discover their purpose at 20, others at 40. Your timeline doesn't determine your worth. It simply tells your own story. So if you've been feeling left behind lately, remember this. Just because someone else's chapter looks exciting doesn't mean your story is falling apart. It may simply mean you're reading their highlight reel while living your own unfinished chapter. Keep moving, keep growing. Your life doesn't have to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. And now I'm curious, have you ever felt like everyone else was moving ahead while you were standing still? Share your experience in the comments. Someone reading it might realize they're not as alone as they think.